What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to talk about what's going on with Tesla stock in the overall market. I'm also going to talk about a lot of media bias that's going on right now and still continuing as I speak involving Elon Musk. Let me first mention I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Webull and deposit $500, you're guaranteed 20 free stocks. If you deposit $25,000 or more, you're guaranteed 75 of them, and the offer ends in just a couple of weeks. Anyways, I want to talk about something very important. As you guys know, when it comes to Elon Musk, I'm seeing a lot of headlines still speaking some things, not really providing the full context. So I really want to talk about this first before I break down everything else. So right over here on CNBC, I'm on the 5 things to know before the market opens on Wednesday. This is like a very, very important article, and we tend to see some of the most important pieces of news, and they're still saying that Elon Musk ordered Nvda to ship thousands of AI chips reserved for Tesla to X and AI. They're not really giving the full context about what this actually means. They're just implying that Musk is divided, he's this and that. Look at more mainstream articles. These articles are just coming out right now. Just think about it. They're saying Elon Musk admits diverting Tesla AI chips to his other companies, claiming that they would have just sat in a warehouse, and they're not providing enough details about that. They're just trying to twist it. We're also seeing this right over here. Elon Musk is diverting Nvidia chips. They're also talking about how he has his eyes in the wrong area, this and that. I mean, I'm still seeing this on mainstream articles. It's still coming out. But the reality of the situation was the fact that, firstly, Musk said that with this happening, basically Tesla had no place to send the Nvidia chips to turn them on, so they would have just sat in a warehouse. So they're not even talking about this part. They're just saying they would have just sat in a warehouse. No, but they wouldn't have had a place to turn them on. That's a very, very big difference that these articles aren't mentioning. And then he also said that the south extension of Gigatex is almost complete. This will house 50,000 H100s for the FSD trading. So that's very, very important. Meet Kevin also brought up a point. So a huge shout out to Meet Kevin for his honesty that once again Tesla is no longer training AI. They're no longer using basically AI training compute constraint. This is important because Tesla could be waiting on different chips as well, like the Blackwell chips. So once again, guys, I mean, you're seeing all these headlines providing information. Is it true? Yes, they are telling the truth, but they're not providing the full context. And this could lead to a lot of different narratives against Elon Musk, because most people are not going to go through Musk's Twitter and look at what the reality of the situation is. You're just going to look at these headlines and get different views when you start to see things like this. So you want to be very careful when it comes to AI. Excuse me, guys, I apologize. When it comes to AI, Elon Musk also mentioned that Tesla is going to be likely purchasing $4 billion worth of NVIDIA chips. So they're still going to be purchasing chips. They're going to be using them. Nothing is changing. There's just, a bit of a change in the location due to a lack of storage, because they don't have an area to really power them yet. That's an important thing. So I just think it's very ridiculous that these headlines are still doing this, and I just wanted to call that out. But you guys know what the truth is. I provide the truth for you guys, and I try to be unbiased in making these videos. Tesla's also hiring the Geico executive to help lower insurance costs, and Ron Barron is also in favor of Elon Musk's pay package. So we have the shareholder meeting coming up in a little bit over a week. That's going to be key for all of us. All right. So anyways, that is it, at least for all the news about Tesla. Today is Wednesday, June 5th, 2024. Please note that 15 minutes after the market opens, we have the S&P Global Composite coming out, the global services. Then at 10 o'clock a.m., we have the ISM services new orders, and ISM services prices. That's 15 minutes and 30 minutes after the market opens. We'll be watching to see more volatility once all this data comes out. As for Tesla, please know that Tesla has resistance in the 176 area, especially around 176.5. We also have resistance at 178 and 180. Our support's all the way down here around 174 to 173. If we lose this, then we have this gap to fall all the way down to 168. But overall, I just want to say that Tesla's still kind of range bound. If we were to lose 173, then we'll be dipping all the way down to about this lower level. And there's not really a sign of that. It's just continuing to trade sideways. So we'll just wait and see which way Tesla goes. But we're still range bound on Tesla. It's been like this for many weeks. So we will see if we get a break or not. However, I just want to call out that SPY is still looking, in my personal opinion, it's looking quite bullish, because when we look at different factors, it's actually holding up very well, and we're actually all the way up to 530 right now. So we may continue this push. We look very, very strong. We did, anticipate this. I think we're going to be heading for the all-time high very soon. Now, 530 does have some tough resistance, so I wouldn't be surprised if SPY goes up to like 531.5 around that area, comes down a bit, then just tries to continue to go higher after that. There's a strong possibility that that could happen, but there is still potential in my personal opinion. Nvidia is also breaking out to 1180 as you predicted. It may even keep going to about 1200. So there's a lot more potential as we're looking bullish. As for we're going to also be looking at the triple Q. I'm seeing something very similar. This is looking bullish as well. We could be testing this resistance up here around 458. And if we keep going, we have an imbalance to fill at almost 460. So I do expect more upside as a strong possibility. QQQ could dip a bit, but then it's going to likely continue higher. We still look pretty strong in my personal opinion. Then there's Bitcoin. We're going to be looking at this high right here at 71,250. I expect more upside as a strong possibility. I think that there is more potential in that. For Aapl, in my personal opinion, is once again pumping very nicely. I think that we could be looking for a target of 196 to 196.5, and there's a very good chance we're going to continue from here. I also want to add that for other factors, when looking at the VIX is continuing to fall. We haven't come down to fill this gap all the way because the market's going to likely push more. And as I said earlier, there is squeeze potential. Anyways, guys, just for a few more out there, Meta, it's also trying to push quite a bit. I think it's very important to note. I think that's very important to note that as far as the market goes, we have to try to be unbiased with our insights, but we are trying to break this high right here. So the bullish continuation, shows 485 coming, and eventually the 490s. So we are still looking quite bullish on here. And then for Amazon, it's basically the same thing. I do anticipate even more upside as we're starting to see more and more of these factors develop. We have 180 as resistance. If we break this, we're easily going all the way up to about 182. But overall, we are looking more bullish. All right, guys. So that is it for the video. That's how I'm going to basically conclude this. The market opens in about 20 minutes. So the last thing I'll say is about Tesla. We're just waiting, guys. And I know this is very, very annoying to a lot of people, but I have to try to be as truthful as possible. And the reality of the situation is that we have to try to be very patient amidst everything that's going on. Tesla is still completely range bound. It's still trading within a range. So we just have to wait and see how things end up going from here and give it the time it needs before we end up seeing anything else develop. Okay, so with that being said, I just want to make it clear, just be patient with Tesla, give it the time it needs, and we will see what ends up developing at least later on. All right, so thank you all so much for listening. Just know that as far as Tesla goes, we're still stuck right over here in our range, and we will see what the big move is. Like I said yesterday, we're like snipers waiting for the big opportunity to pounce, and we'll just be very patient. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you guys in a few hours, and peace out.